question 5?
Sure. Let's do it.
I said it would affect me because when it rains, it isn't like 24/7. It's not like 7 straight years. It might be for like an hour or 2 or something like that. And I would be really I would learn that I'd be really thankful for the sun over the summer, even though I'm normally it's so hot. I just want to sit inside. And I learned that I'd be really thankful for the sun.
Yeah, I agree. Because it's not always raining here. There's point in time, even when it's raining, when the sun will come out. And so I'd be pretty thankful for the sun.
If I was on the planet Venus, I would probably be one of the kids who didn't think that the sun was a real thing. And it would also, if I was there, I would probably find out, but I'm not very easily persuaded of things. So yeah.
I kind of agree with you. But I feel like if I was on Venus, I feel like I would be super bored, and I feel like I might even feel lonely because there's no sunshine, and sunshine brings happiness, and I kind of feel like the mood of everybody would be kind of depressing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with Isaac. I feel like it just not being able to go outside would be really tough.
Yeah. I agree with both of you because not when it rains here, you can still go outside and just mess around, but when it rains there, it's constant and it's acid.
Yeah.
So it's not I can just go outside and run around in the rain. It's constant, and if I do, it's not going to be fun.
Just to clarify, it's just rain there.
Oh.
Real Venus is acid in this story, because if it was acid, they wouldn't be alive. Okay? Okay, just so that we don't get on that topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so has everybody spoke their opinion about this question? Okay, so can we move on to question 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So the question 8 is, the story leaves the reader hanging on, left to create their own resolution in a short story. How do you think the story should have been?
I think it should have ended 7 years later, and it should have said if she sees the sun then, or if she's back to Earth or something.
I kind of disagree. I feel like it should have ended by the teacher letting her out and just in time for her to see the sun and go play out for just maybe 10 minutes, so she still got that sun. Then I feel like it should have also ended how the kids got in terrible trouble.
Yeah, I think that something that would have been kind of sad is if the author did that, I feel like what they would do is they would have it to where she gets out just in time to see the sun, and then it starts raining again. So she sees it for the first time in so long, and then it's just taken away.
I think this story should have switched to one of the kids' perspectives.
Yeah. I kind of took this question different and kind of made a whole different story at the end. But what I said, when Margot comes out of the closet, she runs over to the window and starts crying. And the next day she doesn't come to school, and the kids start to worry about her. And she doesn't come for about a week, and she comes after that week, and she had went to Earth for a little bit more, and she had gotten to see the sun, and she wasn't mad at any of the other kids.
That's a nice thing.
I think that would be a sort of happier ending to it. But I personally think that if that did happen, she wouldn't be perfectly fine, okay, and not happy. I think she would still have a little bit of resentment towards them, because the one thing she wanted to see on the planet was taken away from her, and that's just.
I thought the story should have ended with Margot coming back to Earth because her classmates in Venus locked her in a closet, which in my opinion is cruel, and I wouldn't want to stay there because they'd lock me in a closet. I wouldn't want to stay there.
I agree.
I said that I think they should let her out of the closet and let her tell stories of Earth, because they kind of regret putting her in the closet, so they let her tell the stories of Earth
and then they actually like become friends.
I thought at the beginning, like, I kind of thought, like, maybe she was, like, when she went back to Earth, she, like, I guess when she's older, like, a scientist, she could, like, studies Venus, just because she's been there, like,
She knows what it's like to miss the sun.
The only reason that cliffhanger I didn't like it because it wasn't happy, and I really wanted to see
Yeah,
something really
it
happy.
kind of left off at a really
Disappointing.
disappointing.
Yeah, because the last part was they unlocked the door even more slowly and let Margot out. I hated the fact that he put in the even more slowly. 'Cause it's like,
I said that I think that the sun should have, like, come out for, like, another hour, so that after they let her out of the closet, and so that she could at least see the sun for a little bit.
I have a question for you guys. How do you think Margot would have reacted if she wasn't in the closet and she got to see the sun again?
I think she would actually be like, cause like in the story, like it shows that like she's kind of like kind of like sad. I feel like if she was able to be out in the sun, she'd be like happy and like filled with joy, and like she wouldn't be herself. Like she'd just be jumping with joy.
I feel like she'd be happy, but, like, she would be, like, shocked, because
Just keep going. That's why we don't have phones.
she see the sun, so I feel like, she'd kind of, like, feel, like, a little smarter, because she kind of told the kids that it was coming out, and they didn't believe her.
Okay, so is everybody like done getting their perspectives out? Okay, so do we want to move on to question 6?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so
Okay, so I have a question for you guys. Since I think Maria and Ariana, you guys were talking about like if Margot was telling stories, do you think like they would have treated her better if they knew more about the sun? Do you think they would have maybe become more friends with her?
I think they would try to be friends with her, or, like, understand her.
although maybe they could be jealous that she saw the sun and they didn't.
Should we move on to question 6?
Yes.
so
I said he develops the mood with the word versus, like, whenever her pale face, or her pale snow face, kind of just like is like kind of depressing how there's like.
yeah, I agree with you because like I said, Ray Bradbury develops the mood to be like kind of depressing because I feel this way because like of the way the children literally treated her. I also like because like the sun never shines there, so like that's kind of like depressing in my opinion.
Yeah, I put Ray Bradbury develops the mood by describing the way Margot's classmates treated her, because they treated her very badly, and the way he described that was very sad and depressing.
Maddox, would you like to speak?
I wanted to add in that the author kind of like swivels between happy and sad, but at the very beginning they were trying to making it kind of exciting, and there at the very end it kind of just leaves you like thinking, will it be sad or will she, or will they make it up to her and make it happy?
I agree.
I kind of disagree because I feel like the author at the end was going towards a more like sad, like I feel like he's trying to make it even like more sadder. I don't think he was actually leaning towards it to being happy, because like the last sentence even says like they opened it even more slowly, because like they
They knew they had taken something of, like they realized that because she loved the sun so much and missed it, they could have realized that they had taken something so important from her.
Yeah, I agree. But I kind of said that it was kind of like hopeful, because the kids were they were talking about how they were kind of dreaming about the sun sometimes. Like in the text, like line 23, it said sometimes at night she heard them stir author is with his wording, and it really makes me feel the emotions that he puts into the story.
Adding on to that, sorry.
I'm
Alright. Adding on to that, I think his use of figurative language is very good.
Yeah, there are some very, very well thought out figurative language in this, and I wonder if he, or they anyway, if they, like, how much into depth they thought about this, and to think, okay, I want to add some figurative language here, but is this the right piece to have this particular type of figurative language in?
Okay, Addison, would you like to talk?
So I agreed whenever Hallie said that the mood was hopeful, because you see in the text that they were writing poems about the sun and they were reading books about the sun, all to the point where she doesn't get to see the sun, even though she like did all the reading and stuff her class did. And then I have a question for you guys. So Margot wants to go back to Earth, and we can kind of see that and assume that in the way she reacts to being pushed in the closet. But it says here that there, in line 79, there was talk that her father and mother would take her back to Earth next year. It seemed vital to her family that they do so, though it would mean loss of thousands of dollars to her family. So do you think that her family wants to leave because they're earning a lot of money actually by going to Earth and like experience things?
I think they would want to leave because Margot like missed one of her like only chances to see the sun and go past the sun like every day.
I kind of like beg to differ because I feel like they wouldn't. Well, I feel like Margot wants to leave, but I don't feel like her family would want to leave because they'd be losing a lot of money, and they might be looked down on from leaving Venus. Like, if you kind of like know what I mean.
Yeah, I just want to add on from Ken earlier about the figurative language. I think he developed the mood by using kind of words to make the reader feel different feelings, like sweet, poor, and surged.
Okay, so do we
Okay,
want
guys,
to?
our time is up.